Facts, sanity, and the cost of staying asleep. There was a time when common sense didn't require a debate. Fire is hot, debt must be paid, actions have consequences, men are men, women are women, work produces results, and work also produces products, and truth mattered. Today we argue about what used to be obvious, what used to be common, what used to be acceptable. It's not about left or right. It's not about party or loyalty. It's not about personality. It's about something deeper. Our collective grip of reality. When society begins to reject the basic truths, it begins to deny. That's unacceptable. Not immediately, not dramatically, not selectively, but quietly, from the inside out. We don't accept facts anymore. Common sense is not cruelty. It's not hate, and it's not about hate. Truth is not violence, and sanity is not extremism. Truth does not require your agreement to exist. Truth is truth. It stands independently and independent of emotions, hashtags, trending narratives. Gravity does not care about your opinion. Math does not bend to your feelings. And biology doesn't adjust to some phrases or to your particular applause. And chaos always sends a bill. Always. That bill comes in broken institutions. That bill comes in confusion of our children and confused children as a whole. That bill comes in economic instability. That bill comes in trust. That bill comes in violence. And eventually, that bill comes in the loss of your freedom. History shows us clearly throughout the centuries that chaos, lies, and deceit don't benefit anybody. They definitely don't benefit society. Society rarely collapses because of outside intervention alone. They weaken it intentionally first. They compromise standards. They blur definitions. They reward noise over wisdom. They trade discipline for comfort. That matters. It matters deeply. Not because it makes us uncomfortable, but because it keeps us anchored. Common sense matters not because it's flashy, but because it works. If a bridge engineer ignores physics, the bridge collapses. If a doctor ignores biology, the patient suffers. If a nation ignores truth, the culture fractures on all ends. Doesn't matter what your ideological thoughts are. It fractures as a whole. Because like somebody said to me a long time ago, if they'll lie to them, they'll also lie to you. We cannot build a strong future on emotional convenience. We cannot raise anything in silence. Our children on a fragile narrative that doesn't exist. We cannot preserve liberty while denying reality. This is a wake-up call to anybody that's willing to listen. Not to panic, not to rage, and but to think. But to think logically, to think of your own preservation as a whole, not short term. To question everything, including what you're being told blindly and accepting it blindly. Truth does not fear scrutiny, and it doesn't fear lies. But lies do. They do fear scrutiny. Common sense is not outdated, it's the foundation, and it's foundational. Facts are not oppressive, they are stabilizing. Sanity is not radical, it's responsible. Real danger is not disagreeing with something that is unacceptable. The reality is that if you're being a yes man or a yes woman, you're putting yourself and your future in danger. The real danger is people who confuse spreading and choosing comfort over courage. Because not waking up has a cost. And the cost that will be paid by our children, our communities, and our freedom. We can disagree respectfully. We can debate passionately, but we cannot afford to abandon reality. We need to wake up. We need to think clearly. We need to demand truth. We need to stand on facts. We need to protect our sanity, because the price of ignoring all of those things is far greater than what you or I are truly willing to pay. This is Mr. Z Inspires, and this is just a thought. You guys have a great day. Be well.